been able to warm up too much? Have they just got back from work or uni or whatever the case may be? Have they managed to get themselves into the groove? Not sure, but it looks like Banks are about to go ready for the knife to select which side, which will be which.
Well, knife round, as always, very important. Regardless of what people say, I know people don't take sometimes the knife round too seriously, but we need to ensure that they know which side they're going to start on. I think maybe it was a couple of seasons ago when we were doing the ESL Community Challenge. We watched Jakem do a 5-man turnaround knife because the rest of his team just ran in there. He started doing the runaway, and he went absolutely crazy with the knife round. I don't think I'm ever going to forget that.
Oh man, knife rounds, they're pretty brutal, honestly, as well, because you have to say, bigger numbers normally prevail, although Jacob, from what you're saying, just definitely bucked the trend there. But you'd assume whoever wins this knife round will be picking the CT side and trying to lock themselves down and get some of those quick-fire rounds. Time's only going to tell, though, what's happening is he's seeing a bunch of players have already ate the right click. It looks like the CTs are slightly ahead so far, though.
Yeah, the CTs have the advantage. They're staying back and they're holding it together. I do like what I'm seeing from uFrag right now, but well, Choker just coming in to do the damage. They've waited and bided their time to finish that off, so probably see them take the CT side. Oh yes.
And that's exactly what they've called for, as expected. So trying to get some early rounds down on the board here. As you do see the team switching over. Again, it's going to be Choke up against uFrag. And uFrag, you never know. You never know, Banks. First round, maybe they will cause this huge upset.
Well, only time will tell, and we're going straight into the pistol round. And, well, to start off with, they are heading towards A, but it can all slow down. They are going to go for the walk into A. B is generally where you expect a fast rush in. You can see Leaf getting a smoke down, doing anything he can to halt it. Now, I like this from uFrag's Trouble. He's waiting back. He's going to get his tactical smoke. Oh, my God, huge shot from Biggs. 1 bullet, 1 kill to Swoops. So he's got the idea of where uFrag are right now, and they're probably going to try and get themselves in the A bomb site, but heads are being domed. Another one goes down the hands of Charlie. Charlie picking up 3. Huge from him. It's all up to one member of uFrag right now. Choke on a rampage, and Leaf gets the final kill. And, well, that didn't look too difficult for Choke at all just then.
Oh, definitely not. Always helps when Charlie goes massive with 3 headshots. And that's going to give him a very comfortable first round. Just ease the nerves a little bit. Let's have a look from the side of uFrag. They are going to force up the Tech 9 and CZ with Kevlar as well, so they're definitely committing themselves into this round. You'd expect to see a fast push, and that's exactly what is happening on towards B right now. Trouble taking point. They are going to get the first one onto Leaf, but there is Oracle from the fence, gets the first. Snakey's there to shut him down though, and already this is not looking like a terrible round from the terrorists. They do need to get that bomb down. That's the next obstacle in their way, as Trouble does get the all-important plant, and now the retake in effect. Charlie opens up 1, very nearly gets the second frag as well, tags up Trouble down to 45, and all the terrorists have to do at this point is just hang on to the site, but there is a couple of quick-fire frags from Trouble with the CZ, and would you believe it, the terrorists come back to even up 1-1.
Well, I was saying about the fast B rush for the pistol round, but they did it with Tech 9s and CZ75s, and uFrag claimed the eco win. Choke didn't expect that at all. I almost thought Charlie might pull that back then in a good position with the FAMAS, but it was just too much for him. Fantastic round from uFrag just then, and, well, Choke going to have to be careful this time around. Now we can see Isaac's got himself is the AK-47. Smart play from the T so far. They're taking it slow. Trouble's just got a CZ75, so he'll be doing the scouting, trying to get the intel. But 4 CTs in B, 1 in A. They've sadly looked like they might have picked the wrong bomb site here. But Trouble is going to spot. He spots Leaf, gets into the A bomb site. It's going to be an easy kill for him to make. No worries for Trouble to be losing any weapons here either. And he can still just run around freely. He's going to spot a couple of CTs from far away. And they are obviously all towards B. He's going to be able to call that in as the bomb gets planted. Yeah, the bomb just goes down there. Nice shot from Trouble. Just picking them off from range with the CZ75. Isaac's doing the looking around, gets one onto Oracle, and it's Charlie and Biggs, the only 2 left right now. Nice shot again from Trouble. Tech 9 to the face of Biggs. And, well, it's all up to Charlie to see if he can pick up a gun, but there's still 5 members left of uFrag, and that was a very comfortable round for them.
Absolutely, and I love the tactic as well, as you mentioned before, that Trouble just being given the green light to pretty much be unshackled and do whatever he so chooses with that CZ, picked up the Tech 9 afterwards. Amazing play from him, and now he has enough to pick up an AWP if he so chooses. So let's have a look. Is he going to go?
Incredibly smart play, and it's always good to have that one player that you can just kind of almost not really care about, in the sense that you can go get us some good information, you can maybe get a couple of kills, and it's going to massively help us with the intel.
That's exactly it. They pretty much just said, go A, get picks if you can. That's exactly what he did. Gave the information to the rest of his team. Now he's got an AWP, as he had about $3,000 at the start of last round, not of course taking into account the bonuses they got from winning that round as well. So here we go. Are they going to put that AWP to use? Again, the CT's on the eco. Swoops gets the first frag onto Atlantis, and Trouble gets the second with the aforementioned AWP. A nice 1D from Charlie into the face, and that's going to be Oracle also picking up a frag. So maybe there is an extra couple chapters left here in the round 4. Terrorists are looking, though, to start pushing on towards B. Biggs is there, hiding behind the crate to their right-hand side. If he plays his cards right, he could get himself a couple frags. There's one. He does get shut down, but surely the damage has already been done as far as he's concerned. Now a 2-on-2, and they have the AWP from Trouble. This is possible, Banks. They could retake the site.
Yeah, this could be a huge round for them right now. Oracle's coming up with AWP. Oh, that nade could be devastating. Goes down, gets the kill onto Snakey. Oh, and he spots the edge of Swoops just before that smoke went down. Very nice round from Choke. And so far, this is going to be 2-2, all even Stevens, but a very close game. Absolutely phenomenal round.
This is what we love to see in Counter-Strike. It's back and forth, back and forth. Just when you think one team should start making a bit of headway and getting some rounds in advantage, the other team says nope and pulls them back again. This constantly going through the run of, against the run of play, I should say, Banks. It was the buying up round, the first round that lost, and then the Eco won the second round, and then they lost, and they won again. It's so strange, but that's Counter-Strike for you.
No, yes, it's not something we usually see at all, and, well, I like a bit of variety, and, ooh, Snakey spotted a bit there. Nade goes out, drops Trouble down, who's tried to take a shot with his AWP through the smoke. He's already been put down to 67 health, and, well, the early nade aggression from the CTs there paid off well for him. And currently the Ts are just hanging back a little bit, looking for any CTs that might overextend themselves and see if they could pick them off at all. Isaac is spamming through doors, so no one's actually seen each other. It's all a lot of dire action from afar, but Trouble gets the first kill with the AWP onto Oracle. That's going to give him a nice one-man advantage. Swoops going out did just spot one member at middle. It was Charlie falling back, though. So the mid control is going to be in hands of the terrorists right now, and they look like they're getting ready for an A push. Currently 2 in each bomb site, and oh, Charlie does a nice little bit of damage onto Isaac through the door there, but it's quite obvious that uFrag are going to be going to A right now. Biggs gets one, but he's taken down by, well, that name I'm not going to say. And Charlie onto Isaac there. Trouble trying to get the kill. Gets taken down by Charlie. Huge deagle shot from him. Finally, does get taken down. And now it's a 1 versus 2. He's got the bomb. He's going to have to fall back. That smoke is in a dangerous position. And, ooh, he might narrowly just see one. He spots one, starts spamming through the smoke, but Leaf snuck round, and this could be a huge bit. Could confuse him as hell. Didn't expect him to be there. 8 health left. And finally, Leaf picks up the kill, giving Choke a 1-round advantage and taking it 3-2. That really could have gone any way, but I feel like the terrorists were just a little bit too slow on the uptake there.
They were, and as the guy with the name that I'm not going to follow through with, did actually get a team kill in the middle of that as well, which really put the T's in a precarious position. If that team kill doesn't go down, who knows? Maybe we're looking at uFrag with a 3-2 lead. Regardless, they are going to be pushing very aggressively on towards B. Very reminiscent from that second round when they just rushed it with Tech 9s. This time around, they do get the opening frag once again. They line up and Atlantis knocks them down. He's looking for his third frag. Not able to connect the dots, and Trouble will put him out of his misery. Again, though, the bomb has been planted. Surely any second now. No, Trouble's actually looking for the kill. Realizing that Oracle isn't an upper who's just dropped down. Should be able to get this frag. Does just before the bomb's planted, which is actually a huge victory in that case for Oracle. A 1v1 does get the drop on Isaac, but is unable to actually take him down. And with a minute to go, Isaac's going to be taking the long route round towards Vent. So 1v1 bomb down, all to play for.
Yeah, this could be an intense 1v1. Isaac's going the long way around, but it all depends on what Oracle's gonna decide where he positions himself right now. Still looking around, being careful around every single corner, checking up at vents. And well, Oracle, if he stays around where he is, could be in a very good position right now. Could completely throw Isaac, who probably wouldn't be looking there. This is going to go, oh, and he just spots the corner of him. Fires a few shots, sees him again, can't quite make anything of it. They've both got a flash on him, but Oracle's got the advantage there, takes him down as he sneaks around the corner and puts another round on the board for Choke, bringing it to 4-2.
I've got to say, though, all things considered, Terrace will be happy with that. Remember, it wasn't Eco, and they managed to pick up 4 frags in that round. Yes, they'll be disappointed it's not currently 3-3, but the economic damage has been done. And now, if they can pick up a few more frags in this round, maybe they'll force the CTs onto a semi-buy in the next one. Trouble's going to get boosted on towards mid. We've seen this before. He did get the frag last time, and he has got it again, but Oracle does retaliate just a second after Charlie gets mullered from Trouble. And the even exchange, you have to favour the Terrace because it is going to spread the CTs that little bit more thin. You can see it's Biggs all by his lonesome on A. Leaf is moving round from CT spawn side, and that definitely looks to be the site that's going to be attacked. The bomb's been dropped, though, towards Garage, so one of the Terrace is going to have to go back and pick this one up.
Oh, Swabs with his AWP, trying to see if he can find anyone in A. Sees the flash go over. Leaf's going to come round. Swabs misses one, but he gets the kill afterwards, and that was terrible from Leaf. Threw that away. Didn't manage to get one kill at all, but Biggs does finish off some of the damage that had been done. Biggs goes down to a grenade, and that brings it to a 3 versus 2 right now. But the T's are going to have to run back now and go get this bomb. Atlantis on to Snakey, who was hanging around that B bomb site. And, well, this has kind of put the T's in a tricky situation. They looked focused on B, but they're going to have to try and turn their attention elsewhere. One member in A, one in B for the CTs, and uFrag could truly surprise one of them. It looks like they're still going to head into the A bomb site, and they've just got to be so key on where they find Oracle, because he's got the AWP in hand, and, well, they're making some noise now, and the flash goes over. They are going to get the bomb down, and, well, Atlantis is on the rotate, but it is still a 2 versus 2, and the Terrorists just got to be so careful on where they're looking. They're pinned down at the moment, and they know it with where Oracle is. Oh, nice. Isaac does get spotted on 2. Atlantis gets the kill onto Oracle, so that's the AWP taken down. It's all up to Atlantis with the M4. He gets one. Can he get the second? Spans round, but he gets the shot with the AWP. And I nearly said that guy's name again, but I refused to do it. One more round on the board for uFrag, but it went right down to the wire.
Yeah, I'm the same, dude. I'm like Ron Burgundy. If you put some words in front of me, I'll read them out. So I have to keep making sure I don't. But as we mentioned before, and this is going back to a previous point, that the eco round that was in round 6 from the T's, because they took 4 players down, there were rebought weapons. That's one of the reasons they're not able to force buy this round, and we're seeing the P90 rush in effect from Isaac. He's got one, surely going to get the second. There we go. And B is ripe for the taking. Only 2 players remain on the CTs, and that's the importance of CSGO. That's one of the things that makes this game so damn interesting, is the economy. If CTs easily pulled out the 6th round, they would now have an extra $6,000 or $7,000 at their disposal they could have force bought up with and then had another buy round. That's the importance of these clutch rounds, which is why I said the Terrorists will be very happy even though they lost it. They should be able to pick this one up. There we go. Az gets the last one, and we are back to all even at 4-4.
Well, even Stevens 4-4 it is, but you have to say something about uFrag here. On an eco or a semi-buy or anything like that, they've got the confidence on that B rush, and it's working for them. Now, we look onto the CT side of Choke here. They will be on the eco. We've got a few flashes, grenades, smokes in place, so they're playing it smart. Oh, early push from Oracle's not going to do him well, though, because Swab saw the nade, spotted him. Trouble gets a kill with the AWP onto Charlie. There was another CT member pushing, but he's forced him to fall back. And currently, 2-man advantage for uFrag right now against the ecoing Choke team. Trouble being very careful of where he puts his AWP right now. But Atlantis trying to sneak around, gets taken down by Snakey. But Trouble does manage to lose his AWP. 2 Biggs. Leaf gets the kill onto Swab. Biggs gets a second one there, and he's going to be able to pick himself up an AK as a reward. Biggs versus 2 members of the T side right now. He's all alone, but he's done well so far. Still 100 HP on the board Isaac's going to get the bomb planted in the B bomb site, and Snakey's going to be backing him up, waiting around in vents, which looks like, yeah, Biggs is going to be making his longer way around, so he might be able to spot Snakey if he checks every corner. But no, Isaac's coming round to look at him right now, and well, Isaac spots him directly. Biggs gets caught off the side when he had a flash in his hand, and Snakey picks up the final kill, taking it to 5-4. And so far, even though it's a CT map, these teams are keeping it together, and it's staying ever so close.
Yeah, and as you say, with it being a CT map, that's something that will be in the back of Choke's mind. They're like, guys, we won the knife round, we elected to go CTs. We should be, you know, pretty far ahead, 2-3 rounds at least, but it's the complete opposite. They're going to have to start racking these rounds up. I'd say anything less than 9-6, and they will not be happy. And Oracle is going to wake up there from mid. We've seen him do this a couple times with the Orc currently joint top of the scoreboard on his side with Charlie and 8 frags. And I'll be hoping that he does pull himself up here and start to share more of that burden. You can see the terrorists becoming a bit stagnant, almost shell-shocked in mid. Swoops just waiting by the bombs, waiting for that push, but it's not going to come in. The CTs are playing very disciplined. After getting that first frag, the last thing you want to do is give away a couple of free ones in return. You want to lock it down, let the terrorists come to you, because at the end of the day, the terrorists have to plant to win the round, or they have to eliminate all CTs. There's no reason to go chasing.
Well, what I'm liking so far from this round is the fact that Oracle got the better of him with an AWP shot. But do you know why that is? Oh, I'll come back to that after Snakey potentially to open up the B bomb site here. It's only got to deal with Atlantis after a fantastic shot onto Lee. And well, Snakey goes in, but Atlantis gets the better of him with the M4. Isaac now surrounded by some CTs, gets taken down from Biggs on the side, and it's all falling apart for uFrag for this round. They lost the man early on when they had the AWP battle off before he was even boosted up. They're going to try and get in this B bomb site. It's all both versus Atlantis. He goes down only on 7 health. Charlie there spamming away with the M4. He spotted one as well. Nade goes out. Nice bit of damage. Takes down the bomber. He's only got to deal with Swubs now. On 50 HP at the back of site. He goes down. 2 for Charlie. And we're back at even Stevens with 5-5. Now, what I was going to say about that beginning of the round was Oracle got the first shot once the player was boosted. And I think the reason for that is they're boosting straight away every round. They didn't even have like a fast spawn for the boost. And they rushed up there. They could have waited a little bit, waited for Oracle to scope it, and then maybe look elsewhere towards the mid-opening. But instead they just threw a player up there, and he wins that shot every time because he's there faster.
That's it, and it comes back to that key word, predictability, that we mentioned before. Trouble's already used that boost 2 or 3 times and has already been killed by Oracle 2 or 3 times. So in the back of his mind, he already knows it's a route that they like to take. And as you said, they didn't have a great spawn for it. It's not like they can get the upper hand straight away. The mid connector is very close to CT spawn, and Oracle had the perfect spawn for it. So he's always going to come out on top in those kind of situations. As I'm speaking though, the A push is in effect. Biggs will get the first frag. There's Isaac straight back again. Snakey's trying to make his way in, but he's been heavily tagged. He has to be oh so careful. Biggs gets himself another one, and now it's all down to that man, Trouble. He is top fragging on the entire server with 12. Definitely the man you'd want in this position if you had to choose, but he's in all sorts of trouble right now. The bomb's on top of the red container as well. As if things weren't bad enough, and Atlantis just moves around from mid, gets the easy frag on Trouble as he turns his back. And the CTs do take the 6-5 lead, but as I said, they need to start racking some rounds up here, so on T side they can afford to lose a couple.
Well, I think realistically, even if you're on T side right now, 9-6 would be good. So technically, if they get one more round, they can still be happy. Yep. Where Choke, they've got to push for this 10-5 right now. They've got to get some momentum and start locking it down, because otherwise, they're going to really struggle come T side.
That's exactly it, and that's the extra pressure on CTs. I mean, terrorists obviously want to get as many rounds as possible, but they already know that they've been pulling off a pretty good result as it stands. Trouble walking in does get shut down from the side of Biggs, who was on forklift, and this is another eco round from the T's, who typically done pretty well banked so far. We've seen a couple of T eco wins actually, so they'll be looking to add another one in that tally. Yeah,
this is probably the most standard eco round that we've seen uFrag do, and well, they're obviously just wanting to save max money right now and see what they can do, but I love a team that don't waste eco rounds, and that's definitely what uFrag are doing so far. You can see they're getting ready for a little stack at the moment, getting people boosted up high on, I believe that's at middle. Let me just scope round to that. Yeah, so they have boosted up at middle, and they will be going for Oracle right now. Oracle down to 54 health from pure Glock damage from afar. Hasn't managed to pick one off with an AWP yet, but he will have some backup coming from Charlie and Biggs, that's for sure. uFrag making their way onto this A bomb site. Oracle gets one, Charlie gets another, Biggs onto one as well, and, well, they were completely on lockdown from Choke there in the A bomb site, but uFrag, good effort, considering they literally just stuck with the basic blocks.
That's exactly it. Can't really get carried away by the smackdown from CTs there. It was an eco bash at the end of the day, and now Terrorists are coming back with some assault rifles, full AKs, got plenty of smokes, even a Molotov in there from Isaac, so it'll be interesting to see where he tries to utilise that weapon. And again, very much a similar rinse and repeat tactic from the T's. You've got a very widespread setup here. Swoops in mid on Garage. They've dropped the bomb behind them. Sneaky I should say, being sneaky with the headshot. Gets their second as well. Huge entry frags from him, and that just tears B wide open. Oracle has to quickly shift his way across with the AWP. But the smokes are down. The bomb still hasn't moved into position on. This could come back to haunt the T's unless they're quick about this one. Biggs is still on A. You've got Charlie still in mid and Oracle on B all by himself. Now Charlie's starting to move his way around. I have to feel just the sheer numbers from the T's should prevail here, Banks.
Yeah, massively so, and it looks like it's all about to kick off. They're just wasting smoke and flash after flash. You've really got to throw these flashes and know what you want to do with them and make a move off it. Currently, I'm seeing too much wasted. Isaac's finally going to get the bomb down, but technically they've had control of this bomb site for quite a while. Nicely done by Isaac. Does get Oracle, who he heard trying to push him to stop that bomb plant. Charlie, though, on 34 health, he's going to have to wait for Biggs to come back him up. Oh, and the Molotov lands directly on Charlie, forcing him out of position. And it looks like the CTs will choose to save their guns for this round. And well, that's going to bring this to 7-6 if that is the case. And it's just looking pretty grim for these Terrorists to pick up another round right now. And Choke really got to push a little bit harder if they want to get away with maximum rounds going into the next half.
It's not looking too good, is it? Even though they do get an exit frag there from Biggs, there's plenty of money for the Terrorists to play with. And the important stat here, the important currency, if you will, is rounds, and they have 6 already, and that could easily become 6 or 7 going through. 7 on cash on T side, man. That is, they'd be taking that at the start, Banks. You better believe they will be very happy with that scoreline if it goes that way. Yeah,
massively so. And well, luckily this time round, it sounds like uFrag are listening. No one got boosted up high straight away. Trouble though, onto B, gets one, gets the second onto Atlantis, half blind as well. Huge from Trouble there. That's going to help him push into this bomb site. But Oracle has made the rotate very quickly, gets one onto Snaky. It's up to him to shut him down. The man with no name that we're going to say gets taken down by Biggs. Trouble goes out in the hands of Charlie, and what started off so well for the T side looks to be falling apart. The bomb was in the wrong place, and well, Swoobs and Isaac, the only 2 guys left for the T side. Can they pull this off? They get 1 kill onto Biggs. They've only got to deal with 2 more now, and well, Charlie is already down on 20 health. He's eaten a bit of damage already. Only ninjaing around, but oh no! Huge kill from Oracle, but onto the wrong team member. That is not ideal at all. Shoots Charlie through the smoke. I don't think he was looking at his radar there at all. Now it's all up to Oracle in the 2 versus 1. He pulls out the USP to see what he can do, but Isaac finishes off. And his team are going to be, oh, they're going to be so frustrated with him. Didn't look at the radar, took the shot half through smoke, and ended up taking down his own teammate. And look at that, he says, well, that was awkward. I bet.
Especially considering, look at the economic situation that puts them in the final round of the half to go 8-7 one way or the other, and they've got a 5-7, a Deagle, they've got 1 assault rifle, and that's on Biggs, and you can see the Terrorists can smell the blood in the water. Leaf is going to get the first Atlantis for the second, Leaf gets a third as well, oh my goodness, and again, this game turns on its head. Snaky and Isaac do come back with frags, it's all on Snaky. He's only got 19 HP to his name. He does have the bomb, which is a slight saving grace, but he's got 2 players to find and frag, and they're the 2 top fraggers as well on the CTs, both with 14, Charlie and Biggs. Biggs moving around from mid towards Garage, and Charlie still on B. Snaky is waiting for that push. He does have time. That's the one luxury that he currently has. He's got a minute to play with. Hopefully, from his perspective, he can manipulate that one to a round win. This is going to be tough, though.
He's very pinned down at the moment. You look at the current positions of the CTs, he's pretty much going to walk into another CT. Now, Biggs obviously making his way, changing position. If he had stayed where he was, there was a little bit of a way that he could have got around. But currently, Snakey's going to still try for this B bomb site. He's going to look to go against Charlie, and he comes in with the one big Deagle headshot there. Does close out the round and the half for Choke on 8-7. But Choke, not the ideal CT side from them. And if uFrag have a strong CT side, well, I could see the rest of this game going pretty quickly. Kind of opposite to what we spoke about at the beginning, though.
Yeah, definitely. You couldn't really ask for a closer game than this in the first round of an open qualifier, so very happy from that perspective. But we did touch on this before, that Cash is the kind of map where if you have a weakness on either side, T or CT, the opposite team can definitely exploit that. So if Choke do sense a weakness, if there's a chink in that armor from uFrag, you better believe that they are going to jump all over that. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens here. Even though 8-7 does look pretty horrific from their point of view on CT side, this game's far from over.
But we are going to have a little bit of a pause because we've got one player with a little bit of FPS lag. So once he's got that sorted, we'll go back into the next half. Now, this is probably pretty nice for the teams, really, in a sense, to have a little bit of downtime in between the half, talk it through and work out what they're going to do for the next half. But looking back at what we saw, I think some of the key players for both teams, starting with uFrag here, Isaac and Snakey, they generally, you would find them two being the last two members alive together. They pushing really hard for their team, pulling off some individual win rounds. Really helped uFrag there. Can't forget, obviously, on the other side of Choke Gaming, Charlie. How many times do we see him pull off incredible Deagle headshots? And, well, Deagle's not exactly a gun that's in favour compared to previous versions of Counter-Strike. And Biggs, as well, was on lockdown. But Oracle was just so smart with the AWP. And I think that was a big factor for the beginning of most rounds for Choke.
Yeah, I do wonder where they'd be without Oracle's picks there with the AWP. They'd be in dire straits. And as you say, Charlie seems to be a bit of an aim star. Very good with the Deagle, very good as well with the assault rifles, just picking heads and taking them clean off shoulders. But even all those things said, uFrag are still only one round behind. If they win this pistol round, they're in great shape. We can see the players right now are just calling ready amongst themselves. So fingers crossed will be good to jump back live very shortly.
Yeah, well, it is going to definitely come down to this CT side. I think if uFrag did manage to win it, they got some momentum, built up some confidence, I'd be very worried for the Choke Gaming side. But Choke, they know they need this, they know how important it is, and as long as they've got a strong T side, well, they could turn this massively in their favour and keep turn this one-round advantage even into a much bigger one. But it all comes down to when everyone's ready and how this pistol round's going to go. It's going to be incredibly important right now.
Well, it definitely is. And another cool thing about the ESL UK Premiership here is that there is going to be another open qualifier next Monday. So whoever gets knocked out today still has another crack of the whip next week. So that's pretty cool to have another saving grace just in case things don't quite work out. We do have the unpause in effect now, Banks. And round two, or I should say half two, is just about to start.
Oh yes, I can't wait to see how it's going to pan out for the T side here and what they're actually going to execute for this tactic. You can see the bomb's actually positioned further towards the B bomb site currently. The Leaf there did a little spam towards A, so they're going for the split at the moment and just seeing if they can catch maybe any aggressive CT side. But uFrag, they're a little bit smarter than that. Even Snakey's playing it back a little bit. They are hearing the bullets fired from the Glocks towards the A bomb site, trying to cause some distraction, but doesn't seem to really be phasing the uFrag guys. They're just kind of poking out and having a look around. No major movement yet until Atlantis comes out of middle. Few shots fired onto Snakey, and it looks like the B bomb site is going to be the bomb site that's attacked first here. It's all up to this little plus guy. He gets the one kill onto Oracle there, takes off his head. They come in and Biggs finishes him off. They will be able to comfortably get that bomb down, but the CTs are pushing in already, and Snakey gets one. Atlantis does finish him off. Return frag straight away, but look at this. Trouble comes from behind. Does a nice bit of damage onto Atlantis there. Puts himself in a good spot. Takes down Atlantis. He spots Leaf as well. Will he get the kill? Nicely done. It's Biggs gone to Swoops though. Biggs finally goes down, and well, Trouble, the man of that first round, coming behind doing a sneak damage, will get the defuse, and that's going to be the pistol round in favour of uFrag, and that brings us all the way back to even Stevens at 8-8.
It's strange as well, that round almost sums it up in a nutshell, this entire map thus far, where you'd fancy Tees, you'd fancy Choke in the positions they're getting themselves into to win rounds, but then the clutch plays from uFrag raining in and get another round when it looked as though it could be a pretty sticky one for them to do so. Getting the kills, getting the defuse, and getting the 8-8 scoreline. So let's have a look how the Tees going to bounce back from that one. I'm going to take a leaf out of uFrag's playbook here and go ahead and rush in with upgraded pistols. No, complete opposite. Atlantis and Charlie over towards A are going to be pushing in towards the Squeaky. Trouble goes straight through middle with a 5-7. Pretty much an identical way of him playing last half, where he didn't bother buying up. He was waiting for that AWP, and it looks like it's going to pay off for him again as he gets another frag, this time onto Leaf. So just adding into that kitty towards the AWP next round. This is easy peasy for the counter-terrorists. They don't lose a single player, and they take the lead for the first time in this game.
Well, that was flawless from uFrag. Their positions were good, and okay, yeah, they were against the side that was on eco, but just like you were saying, they utilised Trouble so he could get his AWP, gave him a pistol, he went off on a rampage, got a couple of kills, and, well, that's a tactic that seems to work from either side they're playing on. On to round number 18 right now, and it will be still an eco round for the T side, but we've got a few Tech 9s in the mix with some P250s. Looks like they're all going to go out the middle, and Swabs is the first to go down. Fantastic from the Choke Gaming guys, but, well, the man whose name we don't say is going to town with them on a shotgun. Gets 3 kills there with the shotgun's going to rack up some nice money. We'll have a quick look at that. Look at that, 10k already. And, well, it does exactly what you want it to do.
Oh man, uFrag are definitely shifting through the gears. Choke Gaming are going to be buying up, and they do have themselves an AWP on Oracle, who was the man to watch last time around. Are we going to see a repeat performance in mid? He's moving towards it. Trouble's already there in an identical spot to where Oracle was looking, right up onto the boost. So seem to be playing almost identical ways right now. But again, the T's holding back on the accelerator. Leaf will get the opening frag onto Isaac. That's pretty significant. A's completely open right now if they're to push in, but there is smoke there. And now Trouble does move his way around. Very quick reactionary play from him. He's got an AWP onto Forklift. This isn't the best position to take an AWP in close range. You have to have incredible reaction speed to pull this one off. And if he gets rushed, he's in all sorts of trouble. As does get the frag on towards B, though, from Biggs. And that's almost going to force the hand of the terrorists onto a site. Flashes coming through. Trouble gets the shot onto Squeaky. Misses the second one, but is able to throw himself back. Opens up with a 5-7. But that is a dropped AWP. And if the T's can manage to actually get into this side and get the bomb down, they've got a chance. But there is Snaky. He is the man standing in the way. It's now all on that man, Charlie. And Snaky gets the second. Big round from uFrag again. And remember, that was a buy-up from the T's as well. So that is doubly painful. Yeah,
the T's was not ideal for them. Not what they expected at all. Now we see a 3-round lead for uFrag. And Choke Gaming have got some serious catching up to do. They have brought up again. We've got a defender, Galil, in the mix with the AK-47s. Look at that, they've got hardly any grenade flashes, one on the smoke. And they're just going to make this hard for themselves right now. On the CT side even, they're going aggressive. You can see they've got the confidence as well. And, well, he does see one, gets the kill onto Atlantis there, the man whose name we shall not say. And Snaky is going to throw down the smoke, look to see if the terrorists are going to push out, but effectively they've halted exactly what the terrorists were trying to do, and they've saved the B bomb site.
They have saved it so far. And one of the downsides of the T's last time around, I have to say, after they got that pick on Squeaky, they really should have just pushed in A, not waited, because that allowed the CTs, that allowed uFrag to move into position. And I hope they don't make that mistake again. I realise pushing through smoke is worrying, but when you know there's at least one player dead on that site, you have to make the most of it in these situations. And Charlie's going to get the frag onto Trouble as he tries to push around with Sneaky there. Very nicely done by him. But again, it's the same thing, Banks. They've got 35 seconds and they have to make the most of this.
Yeah, dangerous games right now. Time is running out. The CTs have got a little bit of an advantage right now. They did know where the T's are going, but Biggs is going to open up the bomb site, gets the first kill. Leaf with another. Biggs with a second onto Swabs there. He did manage to take down Leaf. It's all up to Snaky, and the T's look like they're going to pull this round out the bag. Biggs onto Snaky there. That was 3 huge kills for Biggs there, completely opening up the A bomb site, and right when Choke needed it, they couldn't do anything else because Choke had just brought up with everything they had. They had to make it round from their backs were against the wall, and they finally managed to pull it off.
Oh, absolutely. Fight or flight, sink or swim. And Biggs came out swinging there. 20 frags on the board for him, just too shy of Trouble, who is top fragging with 22 for 14. Biggs is going to be taking point. You can almost see the confidence oozing through him. And they're going to need him to keep standing up tall if they want to pull this one back. They are at a 2-round deficit right now, Choke Gaming. On the T side, another forced buy up here from uFrag. As you'd expect, they have plenty of money at their disposal. If they lose this round, though, they will be pretty much skint on money. 3 with $0 on their side. So let's see how the Terrorists are going to attack this one. Again, the bomb's been dropped towards the T spawn. Biggs playing by B on himself. Oracle and Charlie in mid. Leaf and Atlantis on A. A very much a split, widespread attack once again. And it's all going to come down to who gets that first pick.
Well, Trouble gets the kill. And then can he get another? Nearly just missing Oracle very narrowly right now. uFrag may have lost the previous round, but they do not seem phased by any of it. Isaac's got his keen eye on the open door. Swoops. Yeah, he's going to go shut that. Give him the defense there. Oh, nicely done by Swoops, though. Does manage to get a lot of damage done towards Leaf. Sees the rest of the T's there. Isaac with one onto Atlantis. Trouble gets the kill onto Biggs. And, well, the T's are going to clean up in the A bomb site, but it's 3 versus 2 right now. They're just about to get the bomb down, and nice kill there from the AWP onto Oracle. All up to him right now. He's got to be careful of that fire. He runs round. Great flash from him, but he's got to get himself in a hidden position. He's completely open right now. 2 versus 1, and Trouble misses a very close shot there. Leaf dodging bullets. He's like Neo right now, but finally does get the kill with the AWP for the CT side, and uFrag will claim another round. But I have to say that was only just.
Yeah, by the skin of their teeth, but they'll take it. And Choke Gaming now have some decisions to make. Yes, they've got a couple players that can force a buy-up right now, but they've also got a few that only have $2,000 to their name, and it looks like it's going to be an AK picked up. They've got an AWP as well, and a couple Tech 9s. They're by far not in the most healthy of positions. Charlie's gone for the glass cannon approach with the AWP. No armor at all. This is going to be a difficult round for the T's to come up against, but desperate times call for desperate measures. That's exactly what Big's going to be doing right now with the Tech 9, looking for that first pick onto B. They're just desperate for that kill and then trying to convert that into a bomb plant. It's what they need right now, is that relentless aggression. But unfortunately, you can see the smokes and flashbangs from uFrag are absolutely on point. They're making it claustrophobic for the T's. The first pick is going to come out from Charlie. He gets caught with his pants down from Swoops, though, who just peeks out of the vent after picking up Leaf. And again, uFrag in pole position. They should clutch this round.
Yeah, well, Swoops jumped down vent. He's waiting for the T's. He's seen that grenade go across, and he was just waiting for them to make the wrong move. Trouble, though, done a nice bit of damage to Oracle there. Dropped him to 13 health. Oracle forced to throw the bomb to one of his teammates. But it looks like the T's might try to make their way towards the A bomb site now, away from the B bomb site. And well, Trouble's keeping his eyes nicely on middle there. Going to be a slow rotate from the T's. They ideally want to try and get a pick before they enter into this A bomb site. But Trouble could be going super sneaky here if he decides to go all the way around. Isaac with the Swag 7 could stand to do some serious damage close range if the T's do make their way, and he can hear the footsteps. Gets one, gets a second onto Biggs. Huge from Isaac with the Swag 7. It's all up to Oracle now. 13 health, and he does catch a few bullets from the Mag 7, and then Snakey picks up the final kill. And well, uFrag 13-9 right now, and Choke, they've got a lot to do to try and turn this around, and it's just looking impossible right now.
Fantastic crosshair placement from Isaac as well. He pretty much just ran into his Mag 7 and, well, he just shut them down. And he's seeing there the force buy didn't pay out. They're going to have to be upgrading their pistols. And again, it's just a desperation mode right now from T's. I'd like to see them just all-out rush aside. And I think that's what Biggs was doing, but it's almost like he's on the wrong page from the rest of his team. Like, he rushes in, nobody else bothers to help him out. You even need to rush as 5 or not bother at all. Going in the middle just pretty much loses you the round straight up, and it's going to be 14-9 unless something miraculous happens from Charlie, Leaf, or Atlantis. But they're against 5 players with weapons and almost full HP. In fact, they do all have full HP and armor. This is a tall order, to say the least. They are looking to congregate onto B. Only Snakey is there. I say only Snakey. He has been pretty solid so far this map, as is moving round towards upper. And with 50 seconds to go, the T's have shown their hand now as the Tech9 has opened up fire. Az gets the first kill onto Leaf in this exchange. That's going to leave Atlantis and Charlie both in checkers. They have been pushed from behind. Atlantis will get the frag onto Trouble, but there's Snaky. He gets dropped from Charlie, and there is Az to pick up the pieces with the FAMAS. And indeed, 14-9 is the score.
14-9 indeed, and uFrag looking very comfortable right now. We're going to see another buy round from Choke, but you look at that, they've again zero money after this has all been bought. $50 and $100 max for each player right now. CTs are looking very comfortable, calm, and they just look on point right now. They're not taking any big risks. They're playing it smart, and they're just hitting their shots. Where Choke right now, they just seem a little bit lost, as you said in the previous round, sending players to just run out, and wow, at middle, Swoops, two kills with the HE, one with an M4 just then, Trouble onto Oracle with the headshot, and well, a buy round for the T's is going to be looking very devastating right now, because not a single member's down. Can Isaac get the headshot onto Leaf? He somehow misses that. I don't understand how he didn't manage to get that kill. But Snaky finishes it off, and well, for the potential last round of the half, 15-9, that was not an acceptable round from Choke.
I'm honestly a bit shell-shocked here, Banks, because I thought Choke were going to take this fairly comfortable. I think you said 16-10. I would have definitely gone alongside that kind of prediction, and so far you've got to give mad props to uFrag. They have came out the blocks, and they have put on a clinical performance on Cash, a map that we weren't sure they'd be able to hang with Choke on. Swoops is going to get the first frag onto Big. Second one comes in onto Atlantis from Isaac, and it's just a case of them lining them up and knocking them down. Very comfortable in the end, and unless Leaf can pull off a 1v5 clutch of a lifetime, this is going to be the first round win to uFrag, and it's Trouble that picks it up. Fairly apt that he does so. 27-15 he finishes on. Very well played. And uFrag move to the next round. I am just kind of shocked, I've got to admit.
Yeah, absolutely crazy game there. 16-9 final score in favour of uFrag. We thought it was going to be the other way round, but, well, I'm very impressed with uFrag for that. Choke, got to go back to the drawing board and try again. Now, for that game in particular, you've just got to look at how Choke handled their CT side. Once they had the advantage, they kept throwing it away. They kept being caught off guard. But a fantastic eco rounds from uFrag. They were just utilising everything so much better as a team, rushing together. Obviously had a bit of better communication, and it just showed in the gameplay.
That's it. There's two ways of looking at it. One way is to say that Choke CT was a bit lackluster, but I would also say that the T side of uFrag was absolutely sublime. As you said, they were rushing in as a five-man unit, trying to catch their opposition, Choke Gaming, off guard, and it worked. Whereas on the flip side, I think I only saw Choke rush one time, and it wasn't even a fully committed rush. It was like Biggs rushing by himself, and the rest of the team basically waiting back and just saying, okay, mate, go 1v5, we'll wait here, and, you know, we'll give you the emotional support. That's just not the way it works. You need to all be pushing in together, and unfortunately that's what came back to bite them. So the uFrag, a very deserved win in the end.
Well, that's it for game number one, but we will be back very soon with the second game. So don't go anywhere, guys. I've been James Banks, Banks Esports. My co-commentator today has been